My name is Dee Dee Croy, owner of MyFavoriteGroomer.com, based out of Fort Worth, Texas. I've devoted 20 years of my life grooming aggressive, senior, and disabled pets. If anyone can get the job done, it's me. Every pet deserves a groom, and I'm here to give them that opportunity. Take a good look here. Ooh, that's really bad. I always tell you guys about, if it's matted, like, you have to get under the mats in order to shave everything off. You can't go through the mats. You can maybe go under, create a pocket, and use scissors and cut a hole and then start spreading it apart, but you can't go through.
Kind of rough because she's had surgery longer than 2-3 years ago, and to see a staple inside of her was kind of alarming because she's been groomed in over the past couple years, and for nobody to see that until yesterday was surprising because I didn't even see it.
Now, how does it feel to know that all those people just saw that medal and didn't even bother to explain that to you or show it, or they just didn't catch it? Is that infuriating? Is that troubling?
Yes and no. I feel like someone should have caught it, but I guess I can't really get mad at anybody for not catching it. But I feel like someone should have saw it, even the vet that she went to that did her surgery. I don't know.
So they didn't even point out that she still had metal in her?
No,
Okay. And how long ago was her surgery?
It was about 3 years ago. Yeah, it was 3 years ago.
And what was the procedure that she had done?
She had her spleen taken out.
And she's had metal from that operation in her that entire time?
I guess, because that was the only surgery that she had where she could have a staple inside her.
On that back. Let me see if I can get it. Look at this. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm not going to have fun in my job. You better be crazy. You better be having fun in your... All right, cool. Oh, whoa. Almost done, doggy. I had no idea it was going to be this bad. What is bad? I'm rolling the mat down like pantyhose. Or like someone said on the first video, like a diver's wetsuit. When you're peeling that sucker off, you can't even take it off right side out. You got to take it off inside out, and then it's all messed up. You got to let it dry, and then you can take it, fix it. Have you ever went on a dive? You might want to before the end of your life, because it is pretty amazing. a client comes in and you've never groomed their dog before, you never know what you might really get. So over the phone, the client and I really got to know each other late one night. We had such a blast talking, the hour went by. We talked about her pet, we talked about things that we both like doing. I mean, she seems like a wonderful person, and I told her, hey, we're friends now. When we talked about her pet, she did tell me that a month ago she went in for a groom, and I said, well, how much was it? Because they didn't finish. And I was always curious, if someone doesn't finish the groom, do they actually charge you for it? She said, no, they didn't charge me, but we could see today that the body was done. But even the pads on the back legs, because it looked like the legs were kind of cut too, so the body, the legs had a little bit, but uneven. And then uneven because of grow out, okay, but uneven. And then the back pads were not done, the toenails were not done, the front pads definitely not done, the front arms not done, the tail was done, the head not done, ears not done, tummy not done, or that I would hope that they would have found the staple too. She said the front feet and the head were not done. So we were kind of talking about pricing, maybe not even being a full price groom, because, you know, I'm not going to have to do all these other things. But I let her know, whenever you come in and do a grooming behind someone else, just like when you do anything else, if you're in any kind of industry, automobile painting, automobile detailing, fixing a door lock, hiring someone to change windows in your house. I mean, if you come in behind somebody who just left something undone, you kind of have to skim over every single thing to make sure it was done from the beginning right all the way through anyway. So I told her, why don't we just plan, you didn't pay for the last groom, right? So why don't we just plan to do a full groom, and then we'll just see what we're working with. Okay, so it's not on mute, you can adjust the volume, okay? Enjoy yourself. All right. Let's do this. I'm gonna have the simple lead. This costs $1. We're gonna leave that on there for a minute. Let me see if I can put on my new leather neck holder to give her more support or not. Let me just see if that's what I wanna do, but I have to probably get all this off first to really do that. Hey, baby girl. Hey, how'd you do from yesterday, huh? Yeah, how'd you do? You did good. And your little moles are fine? Yeah? Are you shivering? I'm sorry. I'm sorry. We have a lot of work to do tonight, okay? Alright? You got this, alright? It's gonna be tough. It is gonna be tough. I'm not gonna lie. Your face is it's the worst part of it, okay?
I kind of appreciated that she broke it up in 2 days because she cared about my dog's health and well-being. So I kind of appreciated her breaking it up into 2 days instead of trying to push everything into 1 day.
Did she explain why she wanted to do it in 2 days too?
Yeah, because she's an older dog and it's a lot on her heart and on her body to do that type of grooming in 1 day. So yeah. Breaking it up in 2 days was a lot better for her health.
Face is super sensitive, it's super problematic, the eyeballs are, I mean, everything's sensitive. The ears, you don't want to slice the ear, you don't, everywhere a body part attaches to the dog, like the ear flaps here, the eyeballs, the nose, like you just want to be as careful as you can when they're matted like this, alright? So we're going to come in, I'm actually going to do 10 reverse, because I can't really see what is going on, and she's probably got a lot of skin flaps. She's not liking it already, hold on. Go up here, honey. I'm gonna touch here. What I'm gonna get, I need to cut myself a little hole so I can get up in there. And remember, there was mold all over her legs, so I'm anticipating we got some mold, you know, coming around here. Ooh, we're really making some headway here. This is awesome. I'm not loving the fact that I have to go this short, but you know what? At least it's coming off safely. We're always trying to help those clients that have aggressive senior disabled dogs. That's my priority. Give them the opportunity to have a haircut. You can check out our other videos on YouTube, and you can shop with us at myfavoritegroomer.com. That supports us and helps us stay alive and do what we do. The ear on this is really bad. See the tip, you can take the cut. We don't want her to flap her raw ears all night long tonight and cause hematoma. She's welcome to buy or borrow. I'll let her borrow something and bring it back, because you might only need it for a certain period, like this, you know, the ears. You can imagine taking the ear off of your body and slapping it a few times. It's going to get swollen, and so we don't want her to slap her own ear, shaking her head, because I'm about to remove this bulk of hair that's been on there for quite some time. It's going to feel fresh, and we don't want her to hit her head all night long with her ears, okay? She keeps moving her head. That's what makes it dangerous, you know, but what if she was trying to bite? She's not even trying to do that. That's awesome. She's doing so good, like so good. Moles can bleed when you're touching them or when they just exist. And so on the back of this face here, there's a mole, and it's under the mats and everything, but it's been bleeding and drying and bleeding and drying, and then this is what it looks like. And so it's got this crusty, scabby stuff that we're gonna shave off now, but this is natural and it will continue to do that through the life of the mole. So just know that when you run into those, you really wanna, in my opinion, with my Shih Tzus who are passed away, what I would do is I would actually keep them cleaned up real well and exposed, but they're gonna be a leaky mess for the rest of the dog's life, okay? So we're gonna shave all this off right now. But if you keep bumping it or touching it with your finger, it will just start to bleed. That's just what those do. That's just the kind of mole that it is. See, there's some more right there. You will always see it. Just looks like scab, because the bleeding will gather in the hair and just stick around until you cut it off or pick it off or shave it off.
I know she had a couple moles. Honestly, I knew she had like a couple moles on her, so it wasn't like too surprising. It's just seeing it like in the fur, it was kind of like, whoa.
Did you know they were that inflamed and like?
No, I thought they were little. Like when she got her hair cut last year, it wasn't like that big, but I know she liked to pick on them a lot, but I couldn't see under her fur, and then it was kind of alarming.
I'm going to pull that ear back because I can't see it. I'm just going to pull it out of my way and keep going forward over the face here. And I think coming backwards on the face is allowing me not to kind of attack at her face and eye level, so she's not so afraid. I'm just coming from the back. She needs this off?
Yes, she does.
Thank you. Thank you very much, Jonathan. We'll actually get the pet parent in because, like Jonathan agrees, it does need to come off, right? We can't leave it on there. So if we want to get it off safely. All right, that's the key.
I think that is so cute when she comes in.
Yeah. Man, I just want to get that off in a second.
I'm wondering if this is a rescue.
No, not now, not today. Like, she wasn't just picked up as a rescue today. It just got really bad, that's all. Hold on, a little bit more, a little bit more. All right, I'm gonna come in with the scissors and maybe get that flap all the way off. We're using my bubble tip just to be safer for her. Okay, hold on, Mary. So we're gonna come in and just go. Okay, it just pulled off. So this is what we got on her face. Look at that. That came off her whole head. You want to touch it? Later. I'll let you touch it later because I want you to wash your hands after. Okay. I'll save it though. I'm going to save it. Let's call it a reward for me. It's going to go in my trophy box.
Yeah, trophy box.
Oh my gosh, no! But it's funny to hear it, isn't it? Yes, it is. He said, do you have a trophy box for real? Okay. All right, girl. This is the worst part. Okay, I'm gonna come in like this. I'm gonna wrap this around here and grab it underneath so I can just have a little bit of direction with her. You're not responding to that at all. Okay. Let me think about this.
I didn't know it was that bad.
What is he doing, huh? You don't like those clippers? Well, we got these solid rocks right here I've got to get out. So we're just going to work it. Might not be even, but at least it's coming out, okay? We're just going to work them out. Okay, hold on. Hold on, Cody. Cody, you're alright. You're alright. Cody. You're alright, Cody. Cody, you're alright. Good girl. Good girl. You're alright, Cody. You're alright. Good girl. Good girl. If you don't see both points of the scissors, do not take the slice. Okay, if you don't know what you're doing, get some help. That's why those other folks probably said, you know, we can't do the rest of that. We're going to do shave the body, but we didn't realize it was that bad. We can't do it. Oh, baby. Make sure everybody out there breathe. Make sure you're breathing. Hold your breath when you're watching. I can't even take that off like that because it's a big rock. Little by little, just taking little swipes of the hair. Just trying to work it out, okay? Okay, hold on. Yeah, I kind of need that. I kind of need to kind of control her muzzle here a little bit. Doing so good. You're doing so good. You're doing so good. Yes, you are. Doing so good. Yes, you are. Doing so good. Yes, you are. Good girl. Good girl. Shh, let me see. Let me see. Let me see. I see. I see what it is. I see where it's at. Yeah. Shh, let me see in there. Let me see right there. Let me see a little bit, okay? Shh. 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 I know, I know, I know. But when I'm working with an older dog, I kind of like to slow down if I can. I can't always slow down. You don't know the pressures the client may have asked for. Dee Dee, I need to be done in 40 minutes. Dee Dee, I need to be done in an hour. Dee Dee, I drove an hour. I need to be done in an hour. Like, you don't know the pressures because you're not here. I get that. But don't assume because you weren't there, right? There's a lot of things that happen behind the scenes that you don't see through the camera lens. But while I was grooming her, I really went slow, and it was okay for me to stop because you know what? She's 14, and I've never groomed her before. Good?
This these viewers, they're amazing. You guys are amazing.
Who's amazing?
You're amazing.
Thank you, Jonathan. Wow, that's awesome. Right? That's awesome?
Mm-hmm.
Thank you. So once I expose what's underneath all this mat, you're gonna see it's super raw, okay? So all those years I kept saying, you know, wash their face, clean their face, use a flea comb. You can get it at myfavoritegroomer.com. There's one that's like $1 now. But just use a flea comb and brush out that hair coming out and prevent this from happening.
Do you love your fur baby?
Of course I do.
Let me see, who did that? Who took that? Let me see, girlfriend. Let me see. Let me see. Let me see. Okay, let me see. Don't do that. Let me see. Let me see here, honey. Let me see that. Let me see here. Let me see. Let me see. That's a good girl. It's real close to your skin, though. I know. It's real close there. Shh. 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 Everyone breathe. Shh. Come on, let's get out of there, buddy.
That is a rock.
It's very much like a rock.
Let's put it under it. Hold it.
Now you guys know why I didn't want to do it yesterday. We'd have been there way too long for her. She's too old for that. Okay, hold on, hold on, hold on. Let me see about this flea comb. Okay, okay. Let me see, let me see. not sure if this will work. Let me try. If I can just get that. So we come in, we wrap, do a wrap, get a nice hold, put this here, get that situated. Oh, hold on, I'm just situating myself here. Stay, you're all right. You're all right. Breathe. Nice. Let me get that sucker out. No. You're doing so good, girl.
How does it feel to see all of that hair come off your dog's face? Like, look at the screen.
It feels really good to see all that hair comes off, because I could imagine just having all that hair on you every day. Like, I never even thought to think about how she felt, because she seemed like she's spoiled. Like, when she goes home, she acts happy. She's a happy dog and lives a happy life. But I feel like for her to finally get that hair off is like a really good thing. So make her quality of life better.
Check your dog's eyes, look at them, clean them, be aware. If you can't run a comb through it, no matter where it is on the body, it's probably knotted, matted, and not supposed to be there. So don't bathe a matted dog.
I can't throw her in the bathtub when she's matted, because it make it worse. I felt really good because she did a really good job, and she got it off really fast, and Goldie was really calm, and I really liked the service that Dee did. She was a really good groomer. It makes me feel great. I mean, she was happy before, but I know she's gonna be super happy when she gets home, and she's gonna run around and have fun. Now she doesn't have hair on her.
She did so amazing.
I know, I was surprised she did so good too. I was like, she's just sitting there.
Where you go? Where you going? I'm out of here. Are you? So after the groom on day one, grooming just the legs, I have to say it was pretty intense for the pet parent. I don't know if it was all because of the grooming or just witnessing it all or seeing how delicate her dog is and fragile, and then having to see that being removed. I think it was a blessing to be able to watch, because you see anything that's happening as it's happening. You don't know what's going on when you don't get to watch. So her being able to watch, I think, helps. It would help me. But it was overwhelming for sure for the pet client. And our discussion really aimed to just her feeling bad. Now, I had someone amazing tell me, Dee Dee, an opinion is not judgment, and judgment is not an opinion. But judgment looks like this. I can't believe she let the dog get like that. I can't believe she doesn't love her dog. I can't believe, is it? So you have to be careful how you look at something. You know, they tell writers to write books as if you're a 4-year-old. Or excuse me, you're writing to a 4-year-old. Your book, if you wrote a book that's 300 pages long, the way you write the book should be written as if you're writing to a 4-year-old. Let's think about that for a second. So if that's the case, that your average reader is really about 4 years old mentally, not true all the way, but feel me out, then you really got to sit back and say, I really need to help understand and help the client understand what is happening here and how to avoid it so we're not back here. But I want to challenge you, if you are a groomer in the industry, to also do the same. I talk to many of you out there, and we're always afraid to just be honest up front. And how about this? Catch a film, show it to the owner and say, if your dog acts like this this is going on, these 3 things. Or can you help me do these things because this is really hard? Or how about this? If the dog comes in matted like this, it's not that I don't want to help, but I can't. It's so backbreaking. Here's a clipper, come help me. Come hold your dog while I'm doing it, and you'll know it's backbreaking. Not just for me, but for the dog, for the animal, for the cat. When you wait till it's too late, or when you wait till it's really bad, it's so hard on the animal and the groomer. And let's just say you happen to be a folk that likes to wait till it's really on the verge of really bad every single time. And if your groomer hasn't lifted the rate on you, you're lucky, because it is tolling on her arm, her elbow, her wrist, her fingers. And if she does it like me for 20 years or more, I promise you her back surgery, if she has to have one, is going to be more than what she made in 5 years. And if she doesn't have insurance or qualifying insurance to cover that back surgery, she may not be able to afford it and may not get it, which means that it could look a lot different than if she could afford it. And yeah, grooms are expensive, but also is insurance. So you have to be careful how you look at it, but just know if someone's constantly helping you, listen to them. In most cases, listen to them. It is up to you to research the people you use for all projects you have in your life and in your hobbies and in your animals and your kids and your family. It's up to you to research it. And we get it wrong, don't we? We trust people sometimes that we shouldn't. Ask if you can stay and watch. If you have an older dog, ask if you can be there. Ask if they can come over. Ask. Why? Because communication is going to make that transition between a young dog and an old dog. And no, I don't think young dogs should be abused or anything like that. No. I think that you should know what's going on 100% of the time. And if that's hard to find where you're at, ask for it. And if they can't do it, I guess be understanding, but challenge them. And us groomers, challenge yourselves. Be honest and real about what you're doing and explain things so that clients can learn. She went to the same groomer for many, many years, and that groomer never expressed any education to her. So when the owner thought she could do it herself at home for a little while, to save some funds, you never know, things happen, especially what just happened in 2020. Things change, jobs are lost, so things happen. You have to be honest. Tell them how to do it a little bit. Help them out. They won't forget it. They'll come back, especially if you're honest. But after talking with Dominique for a while, I understood that she was in some pain herself. And I told her, don't you do that. Don't you beat yourself up. What we did here today, we're getting it on track. We're getting this really good, in good condition. And so from now on, you just know now. Today, you know now. And you can do better now, because you know. And she may not know the exact tools to do better with, but we know we don't want that to happen. So a phone call is, Dee Dee, we're getting bad, what do I do? Dee Dee, I don't have the right brush, or do I? Can you tell me? Dee Dee, Dee Dee, Dee Dee, Dee Dee, I will tell you the truth. Because my clients, those of you guys supporting me, shoppers, I value you. I value your love and support and your donations and your shopping. I mean, I see you. I value you. And I want others to value you too when you're using their services. So Dominique, don't you feel bad. You just get on track. And now we get the face done tonight. And it'll be okay. Okay, we'll get on track. Take care of your baby just for the rest of her life. She's lucky. She's here 14 years already. Man, she's lucky to be with you. She's lucky you have each other. Because I know personally, y'all have needed each other, girl.
I'm sending this to my dad. Dad, I'm gonna order you this shirt. What color do you want?